In other news, the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation for the first time has adopted a disaster risk reduction framework that is proposed by our country. Joyce Balancho is in Iloilo City to tell us why live. Joyce? Joyce?
Yes, good evening, Kong. Airing the 9th APEC Senior Disaster Management Officials Forum here in Iloilo City has been concluded already. And as a product of this two-day dialogue, the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, or APEC, has agreed for the adoption of disaster risk framework. For the first time, the 21 member economies of APEC have come to a solid decision to push forward the DDR framework named APEC Strategy to Building Adaptive and Disaster-Resilient Economies. This is one of the frameworks proposed by a country during our hosting this year. According to National Risk Reduction and Management Council, or NDRRMC Executive Director Alexander Pama, this framework will help countries in attaining their disaster resiliency goals. It will reinforce plans focused on 4 thematic areas: the prevention and mitigation, preparedness, response, rehabilitation, and building back better. Undersecretary Ferdinand Cuy Jr., who is the SOM Vice Chair, noted that the adoption of the framework can be considered a signal accomplishment for the country, stating that it has been immediately approved on the first meeting last June. There were no contentions points on the deliberations of its parts, only few clarifications of wordings that will be used. This framework will serve as a guide that will lead to the formulation of a definite set of action plans that the member economies will voluntarily adopt. As of this moment, the annexes of the framework are still underway and they aim to have it finished before the Economic Leaders Summit in November. Kong Erin, our leaders who push for the adoption of the DDR framework, said that they will work closely with Peru, the APEC host next year, to assist them with the formulation of the action plans that will lay the basis for the initial implementation of the framework. Kong Erin?
Thank you, Joyce, live from Iloilo City.